Yeah, so I'm just gonna stop playing around with the tentacle. Sup everyone, this is Toby with Gacha Gamer. Today we're taking a look at a game called Battle Divas, Slay the Mecha, where the developers claim that the game actually has a very friendly gacha system, so let's find out for ourselves. So as you can see, we have a nice little intro first of all that happens at the start of the match. Now I actually set the game on double the speed and auto because usually I understand that how gachas work is at the first 5 or 4 hours the game is very simple and streamlined, so you basically let the game play itself. And basically I just press the button on auto and just wait until I hit a brick wall, and then I need to upgrade my characters, and usually I start taking actions when the game really requires to optimize in some of the battles. I actually had to battle one of the bosses that required me to turn off auto, and you know, by doing that I had to like think for myself for once. Oh wait, warning. Oh okay, this is a boss battle I guess. Okay, let's turn it off. Let's skip the animation so it's double the speed. So yeah, if you take a look at the characters, you basically can drag them around the map. These characters have in themselves like an action that is prepared to be taken with the lower right corner here. So she's using right now a katana, and this katana, as you can see, like for this one, grants like 500 extra HP. I pulled her from the reroll system that the game introduces, which I'll quickly explain later, like how it works. And I think the developers did a good enough job to let you find the character that you like enjoy playing for yourself. So taking a look at this weapon here in Netherwell, how it works is that it shows that the white dot is your character and the yellow dots are the attack areas that they perform the attack on. So as an example, let's say that she attacks everything around her. So at this moment she cannot attack this unit because, as I'm guessing that this unit is basically, if I drag her around this area, this is where she's supposed to attack it. So for now she's not able to reach him. What if we take this one? I'm pretty sure, yeah, she's able to now start shooting someone. So in this example, she's able to take a basic action. So as you can see, she already has a reticule, this blue reticule that enables itself and shows you that she will be performing an attack once I'm pressing the action button. Now if we take this character, this is very interesting actually. So this one, she is able to heal the character that has the lowest amount of HP at the moment. And also she will buff a special defensive buff. Also, there's this little bot that showed up. How it actually works is that she has an equipment bonus. So if you take a look at the bottom here, Rookie's Reinforcement. So this is a full set gear effect. When I equipped on her 3 items that all belong to the same item set, she summoned a medic robot at the start of the battle. And this is really cool. So that means that the equipment you're wielding on the character basically means that they get to summon new additional units or even grant them new powers. So for now, as you can see, nobody really needs to get healed. So let's just keep her in the back lines. And my favorite one, he looks pretty cool actually. He is able to attack enemies. If you take a look at him, he attacks them like sideways. He doesn't attack anyone up above or below him. Also, if you take a look, characters also have like passive skills like Fuma Ninpo, however you pronounce it. So when he enters the battle, he becomes invisible. That means he's not able to be targeted by enemy attacks. And he also has yet another thing that I've mentioned is the gear effect, which means that every base attack he performs, he ignites nearby enemies, dealing some sort of damage. Also, at the very bottom is the ultimate skill that the character performs, and hopefully I'll be able to show you like how these characters perform these ultimate attacks. So, as you can see now, the Shion Muramasa will be able to attack a boss in several locations if I drag her to this place. And also this guy, I think he's able to attack one of the places, so let's just attack the boss head, I guess. And her, she should be able to attack... Okay, so she's able only to attack also the middle. Right, okay, so nobody is really that bad on health. So I guess we're overcompensating with healing right now. So let's just put her again in the back lines. So this is how really the game works. Each character like has different abilities, different equipment set, bonuses, and then they don't really do anything at the game. You first need to like choose where they will be standing, and then they will select like which areas they will be attacking. And then finally you'll be able to press the button and attack the enemy. Sometimes you will see like bonuses that show up on the battlefield. So in this example, there's the... Oh, as you can see, it's very hard to see, but there are like 2 bonuses behind the boss. So the capsule, which contains the timer inside of it, is actually the one that reduces the cooldown on your ultimate. Let's just focus on trying to acquire that capsule. Okay, so now I actually need to heal my allies. This is so funny. So she's deciding that she's gonna heal herself right now. She's the one that has sustained the most damage. I'm also able to move the mini-bot around as well. Yep, let's just hope the boss doesn't kill us. Oh boy, I really hope I can get... that boss really doesn't want me to show you the ultimate attacks. I guess the game has a pretty good AI. I'm not really sure how the bot works. He's standing in the danger area. If you look at the like red exclamation mark zones, basically anybody standing there will be receiving damage. And usually that means this is a heavy damage they'll be receiving, so... yeah. Well, goodbye Midibot. Okay, so finally I actually have 3 ultimate attacks ready. And if I drag her here, she will also spend her time acquiring the capsule and she will also be ready with her ultimate attack. So let me explain you quickly how ultimate attacks work. So let's say Sarah, for example, she has an ultimate attack that targets, as always, like all the body parts or all the enemies around her. And you don't really need to press the button to wait for everyone to initiate ultimate attacks. Once you press the button to initiate ultimate attack, you actually have to perform them one by one. So for example, Sarah here... oh wait, see, she can actually target 3 areas now. Okay, so once I press this release button, she'll basically be able to deal damage to like all 3 body parts and you won't be missing your turn. And as you can see, these ultimate attacks are really nasty to the enemies. So yeah, if you use the ultimate attack, usually it's like an instant win because you do start the battle with cooldown on your ultimate abilities. So you need to gather those time capsules to reduce the cooldown, or you just need to wait until they're available. So as you can see, the battling system is quite, I guess, I would say it's quite stimulating. At the moment, I didn't really need to think too much, because if I pressed it to be on auto, I'm sure it will have defeated the boss by itself. So let's just get back to the game again. Okay, so as you can see, I've actually unlocked one of the other battle modes, or like modes of the game. So this is Infinite War. It grants you Infinite War, grants you Forbidden Gear. I'm guessing this is some sort of place where you grind for some sort of things that grant you new equipment or stuff that improves your characters. As always, gacha games are notorious for having loads of different systems to improve your characters and equipment. Well, I'm not really sure what's happening right now. Wait a second, am I selecting some sort of different characters? Ooh, she's pretty cool. Levitating sorceress. This feels like a drafting mode. You draft characters and then you use them to progress, I guess. Let's see, she has some sort of yellow fields. She summons wicked tentacles in battle. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Okay, and my Shion, whoa, she's actually level 100. Okay, I'm guessing this is definitely like a draft mode or something like that. This is actually pretty unique. I haven't seen it in any gacha games yet. Okay, so she summons first and then it doesn't really do anything, but then you wait and it becomes active, I guess. And you can drag it around as well. Yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. Right, okay, so there's one more thing about this game that's fascinating. Is basically you need to also rotate characters. If any of you have played tabletop games before, some of the tabletop games introduce rotation. This is very niche thing I haven't seen a lot in games implementing, so it's pretty interesting to have to like press on and on. Okay, so I'm just gonna stop playing around with the tentacle, as weird as that sounds. Okay, so as you can see, yet again coming back here, she will attack everyone in the yellow zone. Everyone. Doesn't mean you had to pick one target, she attacks everyone. Okay, so the summoner, let's just summon one more tentacle. Cool. Okay, so now oh, wow. That actually deals pretty nice damage. Okay, I gotta say I'm loving her. I'm really sad I didn't actually pull her in the reroll, because she keeps summoning like enemies. Like if you played any card games before, this feels like a swarm tactic. Basically just summon a lot of like tiny minions and they attack for you. Oh, okay, so they don't actually move. They're stuck in the same place. Okay, she has a lot of depth to her. I'm surprised. Okay, cool, so I'm done with this. Let's see, I press the challenge. Okay, so yeah, I can say I'm drafting even more characters. Okay, he feels like a healer to me, or a tank. I'm gonna press on him. Yeah, he definitely looks like a tank. Okay, one more. Can I get another copy of her? Let's try. No, something happened to her. Also, if you guys want to support the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button and leave a comment in the section below. Okay, so really I have to keep looking to the details and figuring out like how he deals damage. Okay, so he... if I actually place him here... no. Interesting. Ah, okay. Yeah. If I place him closer, then he deals damage to both of them. I'm terrible at spatial orientation. Like, I'm really bad at, like, deciding where things end up looking. So now we have 2 brutes standing in front of me, and I hate to kill those snipers from behind. Usually that's how games work. You need to take care of the enemy at the back first. before you take care of the enemy at the front. That's how the strategy games work usually. Okay, the tentacles I've been summoning. Actually need to summon one of them closer. It feels like you get summoned at a random place. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really explain like where they show up, so I'm guessing like in one of those random squares. So for now I think it's one of those 4 squares that are empty to be summoned. Right. What? Oh, he also deals to the enemies in the back. Yeah, I guess he has like enemies attacking from both sides. Let's see. I've got even more. I mean, I'm loving her. Like, she's definitely my favorite character so far. I don't even have her. So once we're done with this battle, I'll go on and explain to you like how the gacha system works as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna actually press on auto. I don't think I need to intercept this mode anymore. What? Some barrels showed up. Oh, he used his ultimate. That's pretty cool. No, don't attack the barrels. Yeah, as I thought. It's dealing damage to everyone. Bad Sigurd. I mean, the ultimates look quite well for a chibi game. Whoa, okay. Well, she's definitely the coolest one. She always knows how to show off. Okay, so let me quickly explain you like how the gacha system works. The developers are trying to allude that there is no gacha in the game, or at least they're trying to say that the gacha is very non-present. But still, the game basically has a tab called Supply, which is where you acquire 2 things. You acquire characters, or their weapons, as I would say, and you also acquire equipment. So what's the distinction between an equipment and the weapon? No, this is not how your typical gacha game works, I guess. Basically, you buy loot boxes. I'm not sure how many of you are a fan of those, but you press on it, you buy a loot box, and these loot boxes contain weapons and equipment for your characters. So let's see if I get anything good here. Okay, so I got a helmet, a chest item. Yeah, nothing really exciting. But let's give a breakdown of what I've just acquired. Right, so there's an accessory, a chest item, and you also get like shards. So the game doesn't have a gacha system, yet it has loot boxes and it has shards. But I would say that the shard system isn't very intrusive, because if you acquire a character, or should I say a character's weapon, because if we go back to our heroes, because if you take a look at the bottom part of this screen, you can see that it looks like I have acquired a lot of characters, but in reality I only have the first 4 characters here. So what this means is that once I find in one of the loot boxes a weapon that belongs to one of these characters, I also unlock these characters as well. It's kind of hard to tell, but you need to press on the weapon itself and you will open a new menu. Okay, so first of all, as you can see, if you press on this button here, you'll keep getting newer and newer and different weapons. And if you take a look at the part where it has like this little puzzle part and the amount, this means that this is the amount of weapon shards you need to acquire to unlock this, I would say, not the weapon, but the type of character. So she's locked by default for me, and I would need to acquire one of these things. And the cool thing about the game is that actually, if you play the story, you will unlock, as I understand, all of these characters. And by that I mean you will unlock at least one of their variations. So it's pretty easy to tell, but I think that these characters that have these 3-star weapons, well, should have like 3 shards. I'm guessing these will be the character versions you'll be unlocking in the story mode. Well, there's like lots of things and lots of weapons. And if we take a look at one of the characters I have already unlocked, as I mentioned, she summons a special little robot, and that's due to the equipment I have on her. So the accessory, the chest armor, and the, I don't know, badge? I think it's called badge, yeah. So these 3 items combined together, as you can see, it has like this full set gear effect. And if you take a look at her weapons, I actually have 2 versions of her, 2 of her weapons. So I have Hyacinth and Tulip. As an example, one of the versions of her only strictly heals, and this version here deals damage and heals every 2 turns. And this version, Tulip, this one here like only heals, doesn't do anything else, just keeps healing. I think even the character elemental attribute changes, as you can see, like she belongs to ice, light, dark. Well, I'm guessing almost all characters have like all of their respective elements they belong to. There's also like a lot of things you can do with the character. So first of all, they have skills, which I'm not sure if you can improve them. I haven't tried that yet. doesn't look like it, but we'll see. I haven't beaten that much of the game, and this is the first impression of the game. Biochips, I'm not sure what they do yet. I'm pretty close to unlocking them. I'm guessing they're gonna grant some passive bonuses. You have your typical ways of like boosting character levels, so if I use like a couple of these potions, right now they're not really effective at increasing her level because I used up all of my like ultimate potions right here. They also have costumes. No, I'm not sure if they grant anything besides like cosmetic looks. I don't think they grant anything different from just changing the look of the character. And I like that the games don't do that, or if they do it, then at least they need to provide. And as I can see, this game even has provided me with some of the currency that these costumes are asking for. So I believe that as a free-to-play player, you'll be able to unlock these costumes for your favorite characters. Okay, so it seems to be that I need to defeat some sort of invaders, which one of them I have already defeated, and if you repel them 5 times, you get to claim some rewards. Yeah, so speaking about the rewards, since the game has just launched, they do provide you with a Heroes Challenge, which is like a board where you complete certain missions, and by completing these missions you get like different rewards. So I'm just getting my rewards right now. And it seems to be I'm gonna be able to unlock Cersei, which is a mage, which is pretty cool, I guess. And yeah, if I do all of these missions, I'm guessing I'm gonna unlock her. So what do I think about this game? I think it features enough good systems that makes me excited about it. I like games where you get to like do stuff on a board, like dragging characters or activating their abilities. I also like that the characters themselves are just not your typical sprites. You get to like unlock their newer versions or different versions. And with these versions, these characters can drastically change how they perform on the battlefield. I like that. I don't know how to think about the gacha system yet. I mean, let's be honest, it's still a gacha game. You're still unlocking characters. And I saw in some of the comments developers say that this is more or less not a gacha game because characters don't have a rarity system in them. But typically, I don't think it's the rare things that excite people, it's the things that they strive for. So as an example, I would say people who want to obtain a certain character, they don't really care if they're rare or not. Usually they want them because they enjoy how they look or how they play, and you only unlock them by purchasing loot boxes or like, you know, activating loot boxes with the game currency that you earn. So in the end, yes, you're still unlocking characters. I think that this means you still get to play like a gacha game that's pretty fun, but overall, I would recommend you to take a look at this game, download it, support the developers. I think they're doing a good job right now. Although I'm not a big fan of chibi graphics, I still enjoy playing these types of games where you get to unlock new characters and basically experience what the game has to offer with their various different systems. Yeah, and if you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to click subscribe and leave a comment if you found something interesting about this video. Also, we do have a website called gachagamer.com. Make sure to give a visit. There are daily gacha gaming news updated in there. It just so happens that this game also got released in parallel to another game called Moe Ninja Girls RPG Shinobi. So if you want to check out that game, just click on the upper right corner of the video. And thanks for watching. Take care.